better miss me. Oh, I can't with you. Sorry.
Okay, that's okay. So, hello, Jane. Hello, Carly.
Hi.
Thanks for coming back. I just want to see how everything's going this week.
The same. She doesn't change.
Okay.
The same.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Same for
I
you.
don't think there's a problem. Like, it's always, she always has an issue with something. And it's like I can't, no matter what I do, is not good enough.
She doesn't. What do you mean? No matter
It
what
is
you do,
true.
you don't do
Like-
anything. You don't do anything.
I don't-
You stick your head into the sand and you totally ignore any problem. Like, I don't understand
No,
how you
that's
can even
not
make that
true.
up.
That's not true. I just don't make an issue out of every little thing.
You don't make an issue out of nothing.
Because it doesn't
Everything's
resolve
happy-go-
anything.
Well,
Like, you can be unhappy with, like, everything in
That's
your
not
life,
true.
like, and
That's
it's
not
just
true.
magnified.
No.
You're unhappy in general.
I'm not unhappy in general. I'm just unhappy with the way things continue to work out between you and I. You're a completely different person than you were in the beginning. Completely different.
Well, everybody is.
No, I
It's
wasn't.
not the same
I'm still
in
the same
beginning.
person that I was in the beginning.
No,
Yeah.
that's not true.
Yeah. Okay.
Nobody is. You don't think you change, like, every...
I think that
Especially-
I have to be the bad guy in every situation, regarding
It's not
children,
bad
bills,
guy.
friends, anything, because you're just happy-go-lucky, like life is free and fun, and like
Because I
we're
don't spend
adults.
all my time, like, being mad about something.
So what? We're just supposed to like float with our heads in the clouds, like everything's happy-go-lucky?
It's just...
I mean, who's going to pay the bills? Who's going to make sure we get anywhere on time? Like, who's going to do anything?
Because it always gets done. Like,
Because
it's
I'm
not-
getting it done.
No,
You're not
that's
doing
not
nothing.
true. Like,
Oh my gosh.
it's just not done, like, on your time.
It's not just my time. It's anybody's time limit. We are on Carly time, 24/7. I can't with her. I can't.
Okay. So,
Time is always an issue because she's more rigid with everything, and I always get things done. It's just not like it's usually last minute. Yes,
Yeah, by flying by the seat of your pants.
I know, but I can't change that.
You can. You have to
I
want to
can't.
work on something, though. You can't.
That is something that
Can't
has
is won't.
always been like that's. It's
Can't
just
is
like
won't.
you're like rigid and I'm not, but I don't ask you to just like let everything.
No, but you want me to lighten up.
I do.
Okay. Oh, but that's not. She's not wanting me to change. No.
No, lighten up and change are like a different thing.
OMG. I can't with her. Like, there's no getting through. Like, she's so hard-headed. I can't, Erin.
so last week we kind of talked about this. You guys had the same similar argument.
Every day.
And time is always an issue. You want certain things done, and she's more relaxed about it, right?
Yeah, that's putting it
With
nicely.
everything. I mean, it is with everything. Like,
So why don't we go through something that happened, an incident. We'll have Jane tell us what happened in a certain incident that took place this week that caused another argument, and then we'll let,
Just breathing.
okay, but then we'll let Carly have her turn. So let's start with you, and you can kind of explain something that happened that caused you guys to argue, and then we'll see what Carly has to say. And that way you both get,
Like, I can't just pull one thing out of the sky. I mean, it's just like this appointment.
Mhm.
Like, her time is her time. You know? I'll get there when I get there. Like, that's just what she does. Like, dude,
okay,
I feel like I can't win. Like, I love her so much. And all I ever wanted was for this to work. And I feel like the harder I fight for us to work, the more she lets go.
Okay.
Like, I ask her,
I think that's true.
right. I ask her, you know, okay, let's make us time. Let's go do something. And it's like, she doesn't have time to do that, but like, she's still out here floating around by the seat of her pants. I don't understand. She can't meet me for lunch. Like, nothing. She wouldn't meet me all week to do anything. And it's like, all I'm trying to do is fix us, work on us, and figure it out. And she doesn't give a shit. That's how I feel.
that's how you feel.
Yeah.
Okay. And Carly?
Like, I just feel like it's all like black and white. Like, it's either kind of it's your way or like it's an issue if it's not. And so, like, we can't ever just come to like a compromise. And I know, like, I am bad with that, and I am very upfront with that. Like, it's not an intentional thing. Like, I just get wrapped up in stuff, and I don't sometimes think of like your feeling, or that it is always on my schedule. So I don't know how to fix that.
Okay.
I mean that because it's not like an intentional like I'm just blowing her off. Like it's truly like anyone knows me. Like I don't know, like get caught talking to somebody or just run late or don't give myself enough time, and so I don't know, like, and I know that, but it's always an issue, but I don't know how to resolve that.
Okay, so for a minute, let's map out Jane's point of view, right? And maybe if we outline how she's feeling with a certain situation, we can see if your feelings match that. And if not, then we can work on how to redirect it, okay? So we can change the way Jane sees it. Okay.
Wait a minute, why are we going to change the way Jane sees it?
She's the one with the problem. I don't have the problem.
Okay, so we don't necessarily have to change the way that you see it, but maybe we can change both perspectives so that they're matching and not. Right, they're not conflicting. Okay. All right, so give me a situation like you said, for instance, that she didn't want to have lunch with you this week. So lunch was important, right?
Yes, it was important.
Okay. So
connecting.
Situation. So you wanted some alone time, right? You have
Yes.
kids, no alone. You guys both work.
Right.
Okay. So a situation is alone time. Okay. All right. So if we have that and she can't make it, is
But
that
why
one
can't she
time?
make it?
I don't know. We'll find out when we get to Carly.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So if Carly can't make it, right? Then is it one time or all time? Like what happens in that thought? If she says she can't make it, so let's say you schedule
That
a
I'm not
time.
important to her.
Okay.
That I don't matter.
Not important. Don't matter. Okay. Now let's talk about the feelings. So what happens? How do you feel when you want alone time and she can't make that happen? We're gonna put
Angry.
Anger. Like, and I think that's a big issue is her anger. Because then I'm reactive to that by just avoiding.
Shutting down.
Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Dismissing me.
Because I don't want to deal with the conflict. Like,
Okay.
Then stop creating it.
I know, like, if it was that, I know it's that easy, but it's not that easy when I don't know.
Okay, so you said dismissing you, right?
Yes. And she does. She just admitted it.
Okay, so, okay, that's fair. So let's say Carly, you guys want alone time and you can't make it. How do you feel? So these are Jane's, right? These are
Like,
Jane's.
when I know I have to tell her that I can't make it, like,
What thoughts?
again, like, I just want to avoid her.
Avoidance?
Because I know it, I don't know, because I'm tired. It's like I have to come up with an excuse or justification. But I know it's going to be complex, so I just do blow her off. Like, I blow her off when she's mad because I don't want to deal with it. And then that just causes her to be a lot more. And then, like, little things turn into bigger issues just because there's always that, like, tension.
That's because I feel like they're just building and building and
Yeah.
building.
So
And so even, like, a little thing, it's like
fear
blown
is
up.
fear of
Conflict, most definitely.
All right. So give me your feelings. Obviously, fear is one of those, right? Give me another one. What's another feeling? So when you have to tell her that you can't make it.
I feel like I let her down.
Okay.
So it's like I don't know, like guilty feeling.
Guilt. Okay.
Because like I said, it's not intentional. Like I don't do it to cause problems or because I don't want to hang out with her. It's just, I don't know.
Okay. So hearing what Jane has to say about being angry and because she wants alone time and she's not able to get that from you, and when she doesn't get it from you, she doesn't feel important. How do you feel? How does that make you feel?
Well, I think because like the hurt with her comes across as just anger, and so it's hard to, I mean, sometimes to feel bad when she gets mad, it's just like, I mean, she says hurtful things because she's hurt, and so, I don't like it, and it's hard to feel bad because then that makes me angry in response, and I'm like, then I just don't want to deal with it.
Okay, so you're both, at some point in this incident, right, you're both angry, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so Jane, why don't you tell Harley and I how you feel after hearing